Hello, my Geminis. Okay, so you've got your Mars in Gemini, we got Mars in Gemini sandwiching with Saturn in Aquarius, the full moon, which is in Cancer. So that has to have a lot of energy. And on top of it all, your Mars is about to go direct, and that means it's slowing up. So its energies are very, very strong. So, and Mars is a pusher. Mars is a mover, shaker type of thing. And a lot of times people think of Mars as the big brother to Mercury, which is also in retrograde. So there's some really interesting energies for this weekend. Let's just use that energy and push through. I wanted this to be a weekend that you push through a lot of your barriers. Okay? Now, those barriers, and I also, just to let you know, I have a very big storm going on, so my energy levels have been very high. But those barriers can be in the physical realm. They can also be in the spiritual realm or another, whatever dimension. I know we talk about 3D, 4D, 5D. It's just, this is a time for my Geminis for you to push the barriers, push the boundaries, push the barriers. So higher power, what do you have going on? What would you like to tell our Geminis? What would go on? What would be good for our Geminis to know? Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, those two were connected. They were like holding on to each other. Don't know why. Do I have... Sometimes, let's see. There we go. Sometimes I have hard candy and get a little sticky. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Okay, this one is reversed. So to me, that has stronger energies. Let's see. The Knight of Water. Okay, so this is a very emotional energy. This is a very, just putting it all out there. Now, court cards have dual energy. The Knight's underlying energy is fire. And again, too, so like I told you that we have Mars and we have the full moon, and then we have Saturn, and the full moon is right between the two. Well, also with that full moon, we have Jupiter. So we have Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all pushing it all together. So something's got to give, something's got to break, something's got to push through. So we have and again, the reason I bring up Jupiter is because Jupiter is in Aries. And the underlying energy being fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. Now we have that water, Cancer, full moon. And we also have something going on with Neptune. Neptune is in there too. So we have Neptune, we have, actually I think we have all of the energies are really involved with this full moon here. So we have Neptune, we have, we have Pisces, we have Cancer, we have Scorpio, fluid, emotional. Again, I feel like this Knight of Water is pushing through. This Knight of Water is going after, it's being pushed by that fire, but that emotional energy is just as strong. This is like a big tidal wave coming in. This is like a big, just kind of like, let's clear the pathways, let's clear the ways, okay? So Knight of Water is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Now that's quite nice. That's very lovely, but I feel like this energy is just it's extremely strong, and it's like the dams have broken. The dam has broken, and now the water, things are moving. Okay, next card is the 9 of Air. So 9 has that, let's wrap it up, let's get things done. Air energy is your energy, my Geminis. It is also Libra. It is also Aquarius. Your thought processes, thinking things through, making plans, sometimes hearing news. So, when this all works out, when this is all pushed forward, my Geminis, you've got these two little twins. One is kind of that, some people say the angel and some say the little Dickens. Some say that the happy one, some say the sad one. So you've got these two types of energies that, that kind of work both sides against the middle, you being in the middle. The 9 of Air is when you want to try to work with that happy little angel part, okay? You want to make sure that you're, doing some meditation, doing your breathing, releasing the negative, inhaling the positivity energy, okay? Because whatever's breaking through, while it may feel very intense and very strong and powerful for you, it's not going to be as bad as you think it is. It might be rough, but it's not going to be as rough as you even think it is. It's just kind of like that tower energy where everything has to just be cleared out so that you can rebuild. And when you start thinking that things aren't, like, oh, this is horrible, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, you're putting this out into the energies. You're putting this out into the air. So you're going to say, no, God, source, spirit guides, whoever it is, you're going to do this and you're going to make something wonderful out of this. You're going to take something that is not good and you're going to make something wonderful out of this. And I just know it. I know it. I know it. And then ride the wave. Okay? So expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Your next card is the Hermit. Okay, so this is a 9 energy. And we did get the Hermit energy in the introduction, okay? So you may want to take a peek. So we have a double 9 energy here. Again, 9 is let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. I love this because Archangel Raziel is also part of the one, is also in the one card, which is the Magician, Major Arcana. So basically, it's this little encapsulated energy that basically says, the Magician says you've got what you need. The Hermit says it could be a good time for you to recharge, step away from the drama, step away from the people that are creating the havoc around you, connect with your higher power, really meditate, really make sure that 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 good things are about to happen, okay? Because like I said, I feel like this weekend is one of those, it's like the dams are breaking and get out of the way. Get out of the way. Let them, you be a spectator. You watch, and it's going to clear a lot of things up for you, my Geminis. Anyway. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So let's see what we've got here. Higher power. What else? What else do we have for our Geminis? There's a lot of cleansing being done this weekend around you, for you, my Geminis. Do not expect the worst. In fact, look at this as one of those blessings. It's not always easy, but I've had those blessings where I've had those times where I'm like, why did this have to happen? And then later on, I'm like, wow, I just dodged a bullet there. So look at this. Step away from the drama, and just watch. Okay, we got a couple of cards that are falling out. We have one card here, one card here. So again, we have another Major Arcana. We have the High Priestess. We have the Intuition card. We have a 2. So we have a 992, 299. Intuition is trusting your gut, is listening to that inner voice. So 2 is crossroads, choices, decisions coming together, connecting. It's all about your connection. Again, it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess does not give you more than what you can handle. And I know I don't want to handle any more. It's not what you want, but it's what you can, okay? So intuition, remember, connect with your higher power. But again, I feel like there's a lot of breakthrough. Things are breaking down. Walls are breaking down. It will benefit you even if you feel a little bit overwhelmed by it. Next card is power. So you have power. This is another Major Arcana card. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. This is the Strength card. Do not be afraid of your own power, because and that might even be it too. You might be worried because you're pushing forward. Again, this could be about, your own energies pushing through some walls, and you're worried about being too strong. Again, connect with higher power so that your intuition and higher power, so you're on the right track, and don't be afraid of your own power. Again, this is the Strength card. And again, I do not pray for strength. Don't pray for patience, strength, or courage, because when you do, you're put in situations where you're learning patience, strength, or courage, okay? Just know that you are strong in your own way, my Geminis. Okay, so it's really you've got 3 Major Arcanas. that are just kind of like, whatever this is your mind. This is your thoughts. You've got the universe at your back. Okay? Okay. Because there's things breaking, there's major breakthroughs. Okay. Let's see. Angels of Abundance, what would you like to say to our Geminis? What would you like to say to our Geminis? Geminis. What would you like to say to our Geminis? Here we go. Do the work. Okay. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action. Okay, let me do this over. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Remember, these are those action steps here. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the unknown, my Geminis. And with these three cards, these three cards are it's like a divine guidance here. And sometimes it's kind of like, okay, I've trusted my gut. What am I going to do? Intuition, is not the same as wishful thinking. So let's see. But I just feel that Knight of Water was all about things are, borders, things, all, you're making major breakthroughs. This weekend is the start, or is the beginning, or is the culmination of major breakthroughs. Okay, so here we go. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Geminis? Fire energy. Fire energy. Passionate. Creation. Travel. Courage. Okay. So, my Geminis, how did that click? Remember, like I said, may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. But let me know anyway, please. Okay. Take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Geminis, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.